On an undisclosed date in early October of 2025, British Royal Navy Type 23 class frigate HMS Lancaster was carrying out a routine patrol in the Gulf of Oman. At some point during this patrol, the frigate launched her onboard Wildcat helicopter from 815 Naval Air Squadron with the task of scouting ahead of the warship in search of any suspicious or hostile activity. Flying out from the Lancaster, the crew of the Wildcat soon spotted 3 suspicious-looking skiffs on the horizon, which they monitored from a distance and reported to the frigate. After some time, it was deduced that these skiffs likely had drugs on board, and with the Wildcat running low on fuel, the commander of HMS Lancaster, Commander Sam Stevens, ordered the helicopter to return to the warship to refuel, whilst a Peregrine drone was deployed to take over the role of stalking the skiffs. Arriving on the scene shortly after, this drone relayed a live video feed of the targets to the operations room on board the Lancaster, which allowed for additional intelligence to be gathered. In the meantime, the Wildcat helicopter landed back on the frigate, where she refueled and embarked a Royal Marine sniper team from 42 Commando, whose mission it was to intercept the skiffs, so that a boarding party could climb aboard and carry out a search of the boats. Leaving HMS Lancaster for a second time, the Wildcat flew out and made her presence known to the crews of the 3 skiffs, who immediately increased their speed to 40 knots and started to offload some of their cargo into the sea. Pursued closely by the Wildcat, 2 of the skiffs eventually had to abandon their escape efforts as they began to take on water, leaving the 3rd skiff as the only one that could try and get away. At that point, the Royal Marine sniper team was authorised to use non-lethal force to bring the chase to an end. Given the speeds involved, this was not an easy task, as it not only required careful coordination between the sniper and the Wildcat pilot, but it also required the pilot to fly backwards to provide a stable platform for the sniper. Thanks to this, the Royal Marine sniper was able to dial in on his target, and with a single shot he took out the engine of the skiff, thus ending the chase. In the immediate aftermath, a Royal Marine boarding party, launched from HMS Lancaster, arrived in the area on board a rigid inflatable boat and carried out a search of the 3 skiffs, during which £35 million worth of drugs were seized. Describing the success of the operation, Commander Sam Stevens explains, "I'm hugely proud of the team's professionalism, patience, and skill throughout what was a protracted chase. This operation saw Lancaster's crewed and uncrewed aircraft working hand in glove under the direction of the ship's operations room. The outcome was a highly successful bust, removing large quantities of narcotics from the streets and preventing their profits from fueling extremism." Detailing his own experience of the mission, Lieutenant Guy Worry, the pilot of the Wildcat helicopter, states, "Non-lethal disabling fire has not been seen in the region, and was essential in preventing drug runners from moving their product. Being the Wildcat pilot, carrying out a live weapons firing on drug-running skiffs, whilst flying backwards to provide a stable platform for the snipers, was definitely a career highlight. This interdiction is a true testament to the high levels of training that both the flight, maritime sniper team, and ship have achieved prior to the bust." Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so that you never miss one of my future videos.